Welcome back to our podcast. This is Two Girls, One Gay.
Hello? Are you coming to this party tonight?
No, we're filming a podcast.
This is Shai, Logan, and Amia, and we are going to get straight into it. We're going to talk about our weeks. We're going to rant a little bit, and then we will draw from the balls.
Take it over. We have not really done anything.
We haven't done anything.
We haven't really done anything together.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, we haven't done anything together.
I feel like we're due for like a nice roomy chill night that is away from everyone and everything that we like have to do.
Yeah, like
we need to just have like a chill night together.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk about your week?
My week was good. Things are getting better. The highlights of my week, I got a new car. I got a Range Rover,
woo!
which I'm obsessed with. And Sally's my assistant if you're new here. Sally and I went shopping all the day. We went to Target and we went to Victoria's Secret. I got some fun things for a special little website. If you guys know, you know. And then also, the same day that I got my Range Rover, I also started going back to therapy, which even just like going into my therapist's office and like I literally just rambled for the whole hour about everything that has happened to me the past 6 months, which has been a lot of like nonsense. And she was like, "Oh, okay." And she was like, "I'm actually speechless. I'm trying to think about like what to do here." But it felt really good to talk to somebody about everything that has happened. And when I came home, my roommates will attest to this, I just was happier and lighter.
Yeah.
I love therapy.
I was nicer to them.
It seemed so.
You seem like a weight was off your shoulders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So that's good.
Yeah, but those were the highlights of my week. No need to talk about the lows. I've just been honestly cleaning and working, and I am watching my boss's dog. So there are 5 dogs in the house currently.
It's a true farm.
Yeah.
Well, a zoo.
Yeah. It's something. It's chaos.
It's something.
It's absolute chaos.
I will say, for 5 dogs being in the house, it's never smelled better in this house because I feel like we're lighting more candles.
Yes.
To match.
And also I am cleaning constantly.
That is true.
It's very Christmassy in the house
It
now, and
is.
it makes me happy. I feel like I haven't, as always, done too much this week, but I feel like this week has been extremely overwhelming for me in a way, just because I feel like the holidays are coming up, which is always like busy, but at the same time, there's like a vibe of things slowing down, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But also, there's just a lot to get done for work and stuff like that, gearing up for the holidays, and I don't know, it's slightly overwhelming, but I feel like I'm trying to put on my best face and have like a good time at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm trying to stay positive.
Do you guys have advice for people who are trying to achieve their own goals before the end of the year and how to manage work and starting off like right, the new year right? I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
I don't, I mean, not necessarily. I feel like everybody has this idea of like the holidays that like there's like a cutoff point of like work and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I have this like same idea of that with the weekends. And I think one of the things that's overwhelming me is I usually take the weekends and I just like don't really do much, or I do things that I don't get to do on the the weekdays. And I get stressed if that's then like kind of taken away. But at the same time, like that's just life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remind myself of that. Like you're like everything's, you can find like the peace and like the chaos, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, and like anytime, like even during the week. And like I don't know why I have this idea of weekdays are like work, and then like nothing else. There's like no play. Usually because I'm working and then I literally don't really do anything the rest of the night and I just go to bed really early.
But that's also how like our whole system has been set up. I mean, even like we learned that when we were kids, going to school and then having the weekends off.
Yeah, so I guess I'm trying to rewire it in my head to like not be so strict on myself that like you're just gonna work these days and then you can't really do anything else.
Yeah.
But I also have to train myself because I don't necessarily have like so much energy to like work all day and like my brain's focused on one thing and then like flip it to something else. But that's something that I need to work on.
No, I get that because it's like you use all your energy towards someone else's project, you know, and then it's like you leave little energy to do anything for the rest of your day, so you spend it maybe winding down, like distracting yourself with TV or TikTok, and I feel like that's just kind of the world that we're in right now.
I have some motivation though for people with like cutoff. So personally for me, I time is an illusion, and the end of the year, the new year, that's all something that we made up to have a fresh beginning. Which is totally understandable, and I totally like relate to it. However, the time is gonna pass either way. So either the time passes to the new year or into the new year, and you're still doing the same shit, or the time passes and by the time the new year comes, or by the time February or next spring comes, you have the fat ass that you want, or you have the new job that you want, or you start working harder. So either way, time's gonna go by. That's never gonna stop. So you choose how you spend your time. Time's gonna pass either way. So you might as well have a fat ass and be working harder and be working on yourself by the time the new year comes in, or you're still doing the same thing and you're still miserable.
Dude.
Motivational for sure.
That's why I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I think it's cool to have goals and stuff and like maybe create a mood board, but like don't set like such vague restrictions on yourself.
Yeah.
That's dumb to me. Like, oh, I'm gonna start going to the gym. Like, you
just
been
do
going
it.
to the gym the whole time.
Do it tomorrow.
Yeah, like just
What are you
start
doing?
tomorrow. Like, don't wait till the new
Exactly.
year.
Don't wait. Like that's one thing that during the holidays people slow down so much because like, oh, the new year's coming. Like I'm gonna get back at it in the new year. Okay, well if you're not doing it now, you're not gonna do it then.
Yeah, like go ahead and start creating that discipline.
It takes 21 days to create a full habit. So you could have your new habit, your new goals already going into the new year, and you're already starting the new year off like ahead of where you were.
Yeah. Like I used to have the same thing with the gym. I would like literally not go to the gym for weeks on end. And then it was just so hard for me in my head to be like sometimes I would be in the mood to go, and then sometimes I would kind of be in the mood to go, but I'd be like, oh, but I just don't like feel like it, and just be like lazy about it. And then obviously I think it was all triggered by a breakup, and I was just like, I need to get that energy out somewhere. And it was like therapy kind of. But now I like literally started going every day, and like now it's part of my routine.
Yeah,
and
you don't
if I
miss a
don't
day.
go, I feel like shit. Like I just don't like those days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like you just gotta start doing it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Anyways, I'm gonna grab this.
Yep.
Shai always asks me, do you wanna, and I just go, so I'm just gonna do it now.
No one knows what you're talking about.
We have two bowls if you've never watched us before. One is wholesome questions, and the other is unhinged.
Did you just have a brain fart? Also, like, if you haven't watched this before, like, why are you starting on this one? That's interesting.
Okay, read the question.
Okay, relationships. How to catch someone cheating. Whoa.
Okay, I have a bad answer for this, and you shouldn't do it. But I've done it once, and I do regret it.
What?
But it worked, because he was cheating.
Oh, God.
I went through his phone.
Oh, yeah, well.
But also, he was asleep, and I held it up to his face for his ID, and it worked, and I was like, oh! So, it was meant to be. Also, oh wait, no. there
Can
was
you
another
say
time.
what it was?
Yeah, it was like Snapchats and like text messages.
But like, how'd you find it?
Yeah,
Because
how did
like
you catch
I
that?
like knew something was going on. He was just very shady.
Yeah.
And this was back in Nashville.
Which was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a really long time ago. But I like knew something was going on, just being very shady, like very vague about things. And just like, there's definitely something going on. And so I looked through his phone because I wanted the receipts, and I found them. Snapchats, text messages, shit like that.
Yeah.
So if you want to catch someone cheating, and it's not obvious, like it's not like, you know, say you have their password or whatever, go to their messages, and then there's the 3 dots in the right corner, hit that, and then you hit edit, and there'll be a recently deleted messages is there. And also, go to their Instagram and go to their saved folders, because that's how I found someone cheating on me.
Oh god, that's horrible.
And I never thought to look there before. So save folders. Also on Instagram, you can go to like their activity and it'll show you all the photos that they most recently liked, all the links that they most recently clicked on.
Yeah.
What the mother hell?
Yep.
I knew that was how you found some shit,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize about we're also giving like all these dumbass men
Yeah.
the tools to like go delete their shit.
It's all social media. It's all social media.
It's like technology has really fucked us.
But honestly, if you're gonna cheat, you're gonna get caught eventually.
Yeah, totally.
There's never been a successful cheater.
No, you always know deep down. That's the thing. It's like that's you catching them right there. Like if something is off, if the vibe is off, if you're not getting what you want out of that relationship, it doesn't necessarily mean they're cheating, but like their attention may be somewhere else. They could be not cheating on you with a person, but they could just not be giving you the attention that you deserve.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you should
So
be leaving
true.
anyway.
There's definitely like an emotional switch.
Yeah.
I feel like when that's happening. I was gonna say same thing. Go to their following, or sometimes they're not following. Go to their most recent Instagram post and check all their likes.
That's a lot of work.
That is a lot of work.
Well, I got the time.
But also it's like that requires prior like checking of like then you have to go cross-reference shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, a lot of times I'll go and see if they liked their photos as well, because then that means that they like each other.
Mm-hmm. But also,
Absolutely.
if they are good with it on the phone, say you can't find anything on the phone, go to the computer, go to the iPad, because even if you delete something off the phone, it usually will take a couple days to delete off the iPad if they're connected, or it won't delete off the iPad at all.
I've never done this.
I've caught.
That's actually so true. Because my texts, if I delete them on my phone, they never delete from my computer.
Oh yeah, that's
I
how I
still have
caught
text
someone doing
messages from
something.
like a long ass time ago, and sometimes I'll come across. You know when you type something in on your text messages, like looking for something,
Yeah.
and then like a random conversation from like way back pops up, and it's like I'm triggered.
But yeah.
Anyways,
I mean, all 3 of my exes have cheated on me, so I'm an expert at this point. Trust my
she's a
advice.
sleuth.
I just know.
I was gonna say I've never done this, but if it got to that point, maybe I would. If you don't have their location, get an Apple tag, throw it in the car.
Put it in their food, make them eat it.
But also, it notifies you when there's an Apple, like there's a tag tracking you. Have you guys ever got that notification
Really?
before? One time I got this notification.
You know what you should do?
Oh.
Buy an extra pair of AirPods. Hook it up to your phone, so it's like shows up as yours. Because I can track Justin right now, or our friend Justin. I left my AirPods at his house. I think I talked about that last week. Anyways, I can tell. I know exactly where he is.
Damn.
Because he put them in his car for some dumbass reason. He must have been using them. Anyways,
Justin, if you're
Also-
watching this, look, it's coming for you.
Also, activity status.
Yes.
On Instagram. One time, my ex, his activity status was on at 3 a.m. and I was like, why were you up? He was like, no, I wasn't. I was like, yeah, you were. It says you were active 4 hours ago. So.
you're like, you told me goodnight 4 hours ago, and then you were online 2 hours ago. So what were you doing in those 2 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Anyways.
all social media. What's interesting is how would you catch them if you didn't have social media?
If they come home smelling like someone else.
I would put on a
Oh, you would
A
go in disguise. Like,
and then I would bring
follow
you
them.
guys with me, and we would just go follow them for the day.
That could work.
Also,
Yeah.
I have a question. If your significant other, if you obviously like have enough trust in your relationship to like, every relationship that I've always been in, those people have my like code to my phone or like my shit. They've always used it, and like I don't care. Like I have nothing to hide, because like I've never cheated on somebody. I never would, because my conscience would like fuck me up, and I would just feel so guilty. But like, if you and your significant other have each other's codes and shit, do you think that gives you the right to like go through their phone in a way? Not go through it, but like if you're on it and you see something, I would ask.
Yeah.
You know?
I was gonna say, I mean, what you just said, if you have each other's codes, there shouldn't be anything to hide, and that's just how I feel about it. Obviously,
Same.
you know, talk about your boundaries.
But also,
for
if you
me,
have a feeling, go
Yeah.
through the phone.
Yeah. I
Oh.
don't recommend going through phones though.
I just thought of another one. In their text messages, look up Uber or Postmates.
Huh?
Because some people change the contact name to Postmates or Uber or whatever.
I changed a contact name one time, and I like paid for it. I actually years later called said person that I switched the contact to, and I answered. Ring ring. This is what happened. Ring ring. Hey girl. Hello. Who's this? Amia. Oh my god, I haven't heard from you in so long. How are you? And I was like, huh, who's this? And he said who he was, and I was like,
You thought you were calling one of your girlfriends?
yeah, I thought I was calling one of my girlfriends. Yeah, I used to be that girl, but I would never do that ever again.
God.
Okay.
Okay, let's do another question.
Yeah, okay.
Next. Random. If you had everything you wanted, what would
What
that look like?
So-
what would you look like?
In a dream world, if we had-
Wait.
If I had all my cosmetic surgeries that I wanted, what would I
Save
look
yours
like?
for last, because you already
Yeah, she has everything.
this. No, I'm just kidding.
No, this isn't everything I wanted.
No, I'm saying for me. Shut the fuck up. Let me fucking talk. I would love to own a lot of designer items that are vintage, and I'd like to have a collection of it. I just want to be able to financially be free. That's it.
Ding, 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 ding. There we go. My turn. Okay, so if I had everything that I wanted, what would that look like? I also think that I would want a smaller house, but like a nice house. I'm thinking like 3 bed, 3 bath. No, 4 bed, 4 bath, because I need if people come over.
It's a
then-
big house.
No, but like cozy and like smaller. You know the house from Twilight when
Oh,
they get
yeah.
married and then it's like in the forest?
Yeah.
That's what I want, but like slightly bigger because that was like a tiny little shack. Anyways,
They can't have kids. So. Well,
they
they.
did have a
I know, but they can't again.
Well, anyways, I also would like a really big bank account,
Mm-hmm.
and I too do want like vintage, like a cool vintage collection of stuff. And then I'm not really like super into designer unless it's like super quiet designers. Like you can't really tell if it's designer or like vintage and just picked it up at a thrift store or like a flea market. So like maybe some like cool Miu Miu stuff, some like Acne stuff. Prada. Prada's the only designer that I really love that I would like actually wear. I feel like.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's not really important. I want at least 2 kids, I think, and obviously to be in a loving relationship with a partner, and then to just be doing something that like fulfills me and like brings me joy, but also a very good income at the same time.
Yeah.
And to like be surrounded by friends and like
Yeah.
stuff like that all the time.
I was gonna say
And
that too.
family.
Like little dinner parties all the time with my
Yeah.
friends that I can just invite over, and then they bring like potluck style food,
Yeah.
and we all just celebrate and kiss each other on the mouth.
Okay. I won't be there. Anyways, I also really want to just be able to go, like if I want to go home see my family or I want to go on a trip and like bring whoever I want to bring, I want to be able to do that on like a whim. Like
Oh, yeah.
plan it a week in advance and it'd be done.
Yeah.
Anyways, your turn.
All right, the big one.
If I had everything I wanted, what would that look like?
She doesn't need to answer this question next.
No, what? Okay, so home-wise, I would have a big house, but it's all like, you know, it's a cottage feel, but it's also like a modern farmhouse with a lot of stonework. Gorgeous house. I want it to be a big house because I do want to have 4 kids and me and my husband. And then, of course, I want my family like around all the time. One of my biggest dreams is to I want a farm, and I want to rescue as many animals as possible and give them a loving home on the farm, and then try to find them good homes that would adopt them. But if that doesn't happen, then they always have a forever home with me. And then I want to eventually, my parents live in Oklahoma, I want to eventually move them out here and get them their own space. And then I would have a bunch of land, obviously, and a huge pool, and I want to have 2 boys, 2 girls. And I want to be having crazy sex with my husband all the time.
multiple times a day.
multiple times a day, and I want him to eat pussy. And then I want to be able to, you know, take my kids and my husband and travel all over the world, like whenever I want, and take them to amazing places. And then, yeah, clothes, of course, like clothes and nice things, and I want to, you know, dress nice. I'm trying to think of what else I want. Oh, I want to have multiple billion-dollar businesses and a huge office, because I love like an office lifestyle, like Kylie Jenner in like the new Keeping Up with the Kardashians, when she walks into her like cosmetic place in the office. I love that like style and aesthetic.
A little reserved parking spot.
Yeah. I want all that. And then I want a, you know, in an ideal world, I want to be a very successful model, actor, and musician. And I want to be iconic and the next Marilyn Monroe and leave a huge legacy.
Fire.
Yeah. Simple things.
It's the little things that matter.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen Ashton Kutcher in Mila Kunis's house?
Yes.
That's like
beautiful.
my dream house, but a little less dark.
Yeah.
Like more white.
I don't know what my dream house would be. I think I just want a lot of windows.
Say ideally I would have like a good size house here, like maybe like a good size house, and when I say good size I mean like 3 bed, 3 bath, and then 3 bed, 3 bath in Charlotte, like where most of my family is.
Yeah.
And then I want like a really nice apartment in New York City or something like that.
Ooh, like bi-coastal vibes.
Yeah, or to be able to go in with friends and just like buy a massive place in New York City, and then like we like enough room like we could all go together, or if we just wanted to go separately, like but we would like all go in on it together.
Oh.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be so fun.
But I would also like multiple homes. Like I would love one Oahu, North Shore. Like that's one of my favorite places ever on this entire like universe. I want a vacation home there, and then probably one in Italy too.
Ooh.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want a house in like houses like that far apart, like across the
You can
I almost said
Airbnb.
country. Across the world.
You can Airbnb it out though. Like,
No, true. That's true.
I wanna have a
like
lot
to
of-
get into like real estate
I wanna-
development
yeah.
and stuff like too.
I want to have a lot of real estate too, like a lot of Airbnbs.
Mhm.
Next question.
You draw.
Yeah, I do.
I think this question might be mainly for me. What is a common myth about your job or field of expertise?
God, I don't know how you're gonna answer that. Oh, well, I do. Like,
Then answer it.
well, because I work in social media and like talent management and stuff like that, I feel like there's like people don't really like think about like what goes into that, and like it's not like glitzy and glamorous.
Yeah.
Like it's really not like
Like the behind
all
the
that
scenes
fun.
work of.
Like I love the people I work with,
Yeah.
and that's like the main thing I love about the job. Like everything else is just kind of like it's in a way creative, but also like very administrative too.
Yeah.
Which I lean more towards creative and would love that to be like more of what I do. But like at the same time, it's like you're gonna have administrative aspects of like anything that you're ever gonna do. If like you're starting a business, like yes, there's a huge creative aspect to that, and it is fun. But like you're gonna have to do most of those administrative things like yourself to start with, until like you're able to build a team around you to be able to take over those things, and then you can just focus on like that really like main part of the company that like brings you the most joy, which for me would be like more creative.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I mean, with the job that I currently work at, like 9 to 5, I don't think I have an answer for. So I'm going to talk more about hand modeling. You too can be a hand model. Anyone can be.
I'm not laughing.
That's it.
I'm not laughing.
Like whenever I tell people that I'm a hand model, they're like, "What?" Because I think people think hand models are very like, "Oh, very dainty. Like I can't cut anything. I have to wear gloves." Or like, you know. But in reality, it's like,
Can we flash back in the video to she got her hand caught in the testador?
Oh my god. I swear.
oh my god, that was wild. And I had a job too. We were really drunk. We were out. And Shai fully closed the door on my hand. And you know how the Tesla windows, like, they come down? they're like down when the door's open. So when it closed, the window goes
like fully closed.
like
Her hand,
closed and
her
the window
hand
went
looked
up.
crooked. It was bent.
And Colin saw it too because he was like, "Holy shit, Amia!" And I was like, and I wasn't even screaming. I was knocking. He was like, "Shy."
Colin goes, whoop.
Shy.
I didn't even know I closed the door on her hand.
You weren't aware of much that night.
I wasn't aware of anything going on.
But also didn't your manager say something? They're like, what happened here? About your hand? Didn't you have like a mark on it?
Oh, that was a different time. She didn't close my.
So what you're saying is you don't take very good care of your hands.
No, I don't. Actually, I have a lot of scars now.
Every time she goes, this bitch went to get her nails done today. Every time she goes gets her nails done, something goes wrong. Something goes massively awry. It comes out the wrong color, the wrong shape.
You look so disappointed.
One of them is like bulky. One of them's all fluffed up.
Because she goes to these random holes.
I'm like, maybe you
places.
should switch nail salons.
You should go to the good place that I go to. That I took you to.
Oh, it's like
once.
my leg?
Really?
Yeah.
I went there that last time and they did a great job.
Yeah, they always do a good job on my hands.
You can get them airbrushed.
Okay, this is not the question.
Okay,
I'm asking.
Anyways, let's bring it to me.
Bring it back here.
This is where it belongs. A myth about my job, which my main job is OnlyFans. Dun 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 dun.
Why'd you shimmy a little bit?
I just feel like it should, after I say OnlyFans, it should be like wah wah wah.
We should bleep it out. My main job is
Beep. My main job is beep. Anyways, so and I think what a lot of people think about OnlyFans girls is one, we're like very airheady or super conceited or
sluts,
whores, porn stars, don't have anything more to offer the world, this, that, and the other, which is completely not true. I'm sure there are some girls in OnlyFans who fit one of those categories, and I'm sure there's some girls in regular life that don't do OnlyFans that fit those categories. So, but
we should also say there's nothing wrong with that.
and yeah, whatever, do you? I don't care. I'm not worried about anyone else but me. However, me personally, a lot of people, I like my comments and stuff. They're like, oh, like she's good for one night and then I'll never talk to her again. She's good for one fuck, like whatever. First of all, you don't know me. Like I'm a very intelligent, loving, kind, patient human being. I have many, many skills. OnlyFans just happens to be what I do right now, and I do love it. I genuinely love my job. And I do not regret starting an OnlyFans account at all. I absolutely love it. But, however, I have a lot of other amazing qualities as well. And just because I do OnlyFans doesn't mean that I'm a slut.
Period.
You said it.
Period.
I answer, right?
Yes.
You go first. Let's do, yeah. Let's talk about dicks and pussy and sex and assholes and eating them and sucking them and shitting on people's chests and
I love how we always say this shit and then we never talk about that.
and golden showers.
Oh, that's fun.
What?
Have you ever been caught masturbating?
Oh no.
I actually think I have,
Almost.
but I think I blocked it out of my core memories.
Oh, actually maybe I did too.
I think it was when I was younger. I'm pretty sure. Well, I never like caught, but like they were definitely like, what were you doing? Yeah, like in probably like high school, middle school, or something like that. I think because like the annoying thing is like my mom would come tell us all good night, like, and like also multiple times. I'm like, why do you keep coming back in here? Anyways, but yeah, I think that's probably what happened, and I'm just like stopped what I was doing, pulled the covers over my head, pretended to be asleep. Anyways, your turn.
That's horrible, going from like that to like
Dead asleep with the fucking tent coming up.
little tent. No.
Oh my god.
No, I've never. I almost did one time though. Don't know why. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go do
Why'd you
homework.
say it like that?
Gonna do homework. And I'm thinking about.
You sound like you're about to break into song with every word.
I don't know why. Why am I itchy?
You guys have a horrible laugh. Stop making me laugh.
What's
Okay.
going on?
Don't know why, but I told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna go upstairs and do homework. And that was a huge lie, and she knew that because I was so bad in school. Like I just didn't do homework. So there was why would I'm gonna do homework, I just don't do homework ever. She knew something was up. Huh?
Should have picked something better.
I know.
I'm gonna go draw in my room.
Yeah, I probably would have been doing that. That makes more sense. And was doing that.
With your fingers or with a dildo?
Not with my fingers. I couldn't buy a dildo back then.
How
You
old
had to
were
be
you?
probably like 16.
You could buy a dildo.
You have to go to a sex shop. It's like at 18, right? They don't let you in unless you're 18.
I'm fully fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get it. Anyways, my mom snuck upstairs to see if I was actually doing homework because she was like, "That's so random of her. Like, I'm so proud of her." And I heard something creaking up the stairs, so I stopped because I was suspicious.
Yeah.
And I stopped. And then she made it to the top, and she was like, "Oh my god, you're actually doing homework." And I was like, "Huh?"
You're like,
Yeah.
yeah. See ya.
Fuck homework, masturbate instead.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what
Fuck
I was doing.
homework, masturbate. I'm gonna put that on a hat.
Okay. You're welcome. I better get some.
You're like, "I want to cut it up."
Yeah, I need to cut it up. Actually,
No way.
I didn't, like, okay, so, I did, but I didn't. So, my first boyfriend was older than me, and I started having sex at a pretty, I would say normal now for my time going through high school. It was young. But anyways, and we were having sex all the time.
Very sexually active.
Very, very sexually active. And so one time we weren't like with each other one night, and he was with his friends in a cabin, and I was at my house, and he was like, "Let's have sex on FaceTime." And so we were, and his best friend walked into the bathroom mid hard on him.
Oh.
And he was huge. Like, he was huge. So he's sitting on the toilet check, and it's like a huge fucking rocket. And his friend walks in and just is like, and he's like, and we're on FaceTime, and he looks, and he's like, "I'm gonna have to call you back."
I'm gonna have to go.
Oh my god.
So
That
it
is
wasn't
awesome.
me, but like, obviously his friend knew that we were doing that.
I love that.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's funny.
Oh my god. I'm processing that. Well, cause like I feel like that wasn't you, but the secondhand like. Ugh.
Well, we talked about how we've been walked in on having sex, right?
No.
Yeah, we did.
Not like walked in, but I told you guys that
Kind of.
I got caught in a truck. Like if we got
Yeah,
caught.
yeah.
In a truck.
Yeah, well, my ex-boyfriend's truck. And the cop came and
Oh yeah. Same. Cop
Oh, that's
came
funny.
for me too. In the back of the car.
the cop's just like.
The car is shaking and the windows are fogging up. What else are we doing? We're either hotboxing or we're fucking. And either way, it's illegal.
Yeah. True.
Okay.
Amina, last unhinged question.
Unhinged segment. What is the weirdest fantasy you've ever had?
I'm gonna have to think about that one.
You know, that's kind of hard. What's yours? I feel like you're always ready.
No. Let me think. I don't know if I've had like a weird fantasy that I actually want to happen to myself, but I've watched some weird porn and came from it, orgasmed from it.
We're like, let's get freaky.
There used to be like this. I don't really have a crazy fantasy for myself either. But there used to be like, I used to be obsessed with this show called Teen Wolf on.
Yeah.
Was it
okay.
MTV?
Yeah, I love Teen Wolf.
And actually, what's crazy is I saw Tyler Posey at the gym the other day.
I saw Tyler Posey at a post office.
He's like actually really, he's gotten a lot older, but like he's still really like, he's like hot, but like kind of like dad hot now, which is like even hotter.
Wait, he goes to our gym?
Yeah,
I'm gonna start going more.
he like literally got on the treadmill next to me, and I usually hate when people do that because it was like multiple open treadmills, and I like looked over, I was like, and like gave him like the side eye. He didn't see that, but anyways, I don't know why he picked the one next to me. Anyways, I used to have the biggest crush on Dylan O'Brien.
Me too.
And then
Me
also
too.
Tyler Hoechlin was in that show too, and he's so hot. And there was this crazy fan fiction of like their characters being like gay for each other. Like what's his name, Styles and Derek, like being like fucking. And that shit I used to like look up all the time, and it was so hot.
I used to look up like the stuff what is it? Reddit?
It was like I don't even think Reddit was a
Tumblr?
thing when I was doing it. Maybe for you.
Yeah.
But it was just like on like I think it was like literally fanfiction.com or something like that.
There's been some on Tumblr, but I also used to look up stuff on like fan fiction of like if you guys remember Madcom.
Shut up!
Like
really?
Nash, Greer, Hayes. Honestly, I want to both
Wait.
Nash and Hayes. Like I used to look up fan fiction, and it
That's
says
so
Y, and it, like it's a whole thing, and it says YN, and it's for your name, and I had put my name in there, and I was like,
That's
oh my god, they
crazy.
love me.
Oh my god!
Should I say Cheyenne?
I thought you were literally talking about like their fan fiction was about them being gay for each other.
No, for
Oh,
you want me.
sick.
because I remember during the Tumblr days.
So cannibalism, incest, what else?
They're brothers.
I didn't know they were brothers.
Hayes, Greer, and Nash Greer are brothers.
Okay, you just said Hayes and Nash.
I
What was
said
the last
Greer.
one? Okay, listen.
Or the
here.
Dolan twins too.
Oh my god, they were hot.
Yeah.
They
Tumblr
disappeared
days?
when they disappeared.
Do you guys remember when One Direction had its own thing, but it was all them gay for each other?
Yeah, who was it? Harry and Zayn or something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't read that, but I
I
remember.
mean, if I had to
remember
watch, I'd choose them too.
Oh. Okay, wait. Now that we're on this topic, who's the weirdest? Because you said Teen Wolf, so now I'm curious. When you were younger, like, who was your like person that you used to crush or like think about when you?
I used to have a massive crush on Matt. Hold on. I used to have a massive crush on Danny Phantom. Like the cartoon.
Oh my gosh.
Mine it was like because when I was younger, I watched a lot of Teen Wolf. I loved Dylan O'Brien. So
Love. Like he's just so like even to
even
this
like
day,
in
he's so
Maze
good.
Runner, I loved him in
Yeah.
that.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, and I was like, I wanted him to fall in love with me. I also still my celebrity crush and was my celebrity crush when I was in middle school. Matthew Gray Goobler. I have him on a blanket. I have him on a T-shirt. Credit to my assistant. I have him on my mood board, just because he's been the love of my life for a really, really long time.
He is still
Not you
single.
jumping.
I didn't know if you were gonna hit me.
He's still single.
I know he's still single.
Which I feel like in a way is because of you. You guys, Shai was wearing
Totally.
she was wearing her rain boots like 2 days ago and was like, oh, cute hunter boots. And she goes, I'm trying to manifest rain. What happens today? It's storming.
I did that. It's pouring rain.
Which? Okay, wait. You guys know A Christmas Story?
Oh, yeah,
No.
go ahead.
I'm
know-
gonna say the kid with the glasses.
No. The bully.
Wait, let me see.
I don't even know who.
This guy.
Who the fuck?
That would be yours.
Okay, Sally, we're gonna put a picture on the YouTube
We have
for
to.
the podcast. It's of this man.
In middle school, I used to think about this boy all the time with his fucking raccoon hat. What is it? What does he say? What's his line?
I feel like you would have a crush
He goes-
on.
You cry, and he like says that. You're gonna cry
So
when
you want to be bullied?
I guess at a young age, I just like always thought that was so attractive, which makes sense.
She said this because she likes to be dehumanized.
Who's the little villain kid from Toy Story with the braces?
Oh my gosh!
Not Andy.
I feel like his name would be Beavis or something, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Do you know-
His head's like shaved.
Yeah. With like the red. Do you know what his name was?
No, but I know he has like a school t-shirt and a big forehead.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like that's your type.
Oh, I forgot to give an update a little bit because Saturday I'm going to the psychic again.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, has it been sick? No.
No, it hasn't been that long for me, but I need like more clarity
Yeah,
on my
you
life.
need-
Yeah.
I said in the last podcast that like this whole year has been the worst year of my life, a slap in the face, just like I constantly getting rejected. There's just been so many like awful things happen to me. So the psychic who I met with back in August, we all met with him, said that, you know, all the good things he said, I just need to meet with him again and be like, so are things still gonna happen? Because I need to know.
Yeah.
But I am gonna meet with him on Saturday, in person this time, and I'm really, really excited about
That's
it.
exciting.
Yeah,
And
I think we'll be able to get a better vibe. Too.
Yeah.
What?
And I
Go
will,
ahead.
I will tell you guys everything that he said. I'm so excited because I'm gonna write it out in my notebook again.
Yeah. Okay, so we on this this weekend we are going to be filming our first ever podcast with 3 special guests, and it's very exciting. The setup will look a little bit different, so stay tuned for that. And it's gonna be a whole bunch of tea, a whole bunch of fun, a whole bunch of
Chaos.
nonsense.
A whole bunch of nonsense.
We definitely will be having some drinks beforehand.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
we
yeah.
can have alcohol there.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
So
Okay.
that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're really excited about that.
Our first guest.
Our first
Oh my
guest.
God, a milestone.
Yeah.
Shout out to Logan for getting us
Yeah.
that
Thanks, Luke.
hookup.
You're welcome. It just kind of happened.
That's amazing. Yeah.
But I'm excited. It'll be really fun. And yeah.
Oh my God, on that note.
On that note, thank you guys so much for tuning into this podcast. Follow our social medias, 2 Girls, 1 Gay podcast on Instagram and YouTube. Rate our Spotify 5 stars, because why the fuck not? Because we're funny and loving and awesome and cool, and we're not hurting anyone by doing this. So,
We're just trying to survive. Just rate it.
yeah. I'm trying to get fucked. Amelia's trying to get paid.
Pegged.
Oh, I was like, wait. Yeah.
Paid.
Oh, sorry, paid.
Paid. What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Peace of mind.
Yeah, sure. I want to get paid too.
I mean, we all want to get paid. We all want to get paid, and we all want to get fucked.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Tune back in next time.
Tune back in next week, every Tuesday, a new podcast with yours truly, 2